Hello, I'm Dan, and this is Dan Explains. I've mentioned an idea called typology on many different occasions in my videos. Typology is when you find something, the type, in the Bible that mirrors another thing in the Bible, the archetype, like how King David is a type of Christ, because they are both kings of Israel. Well, can typology be extended beyond the Bible? Can it be used as a signature from God that He is the author of things in the natural world? Let me explain. Before we get started, let me give an example of what typology is exactly, in case you are new to the idea. My favorite example is the one of Jesus and King David. Both are, of course, kings of Israel. Both were saviors of Israel, Jesus through his death and resurrection, and David through defeating the Philistines. Both were given a covenant, because the people who received the previous covenant for God were not faithful to it. Jesus, who received a new covenant, when the religious leaders of Israel, who were the shepherds of the old covenant, rejected him. And David, who received his kingship from God, when the previous king, Saul, rejected him. I could go on, and in fact I did in another video all about the typology of Jesus and David, if you want to watch it after this one. So the question is, are there things in the natural world that mirror things in the Bible? I think the answer to that question is yes. Probably the most well-known example of it is man himself. Man is made in the image and likeness of God. Theologians have had a lot to say on that subject, but we're just going to glaze over all that. Because from when I was little, I noticed that man reflected God as a trinity. That is, that God is one in three persons: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We are, of course, not three persons in one, but we have three parts that make up our person. That mirrors the persons of God: mind, body, and soul. The mind being our intellect, the body being our physical form, and the soul being our awareness. So our mind reflects the Father, our body reflects the Son, and our soul reflects the Holy Spirit. Because, like our mind, the Father is the center of God's action. Our body is like the Son, not only because the Son has a body, which just happens to be a human body, but also because Jesus, the Son, is always depicted as the physical action of God. Think of Jesus being the Word that became flesh in the beginning of the Gospel of John. Lastly, the soul, our awareness, reflects the Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit is the part of God that not only enlightens and makes aware, but it exists because of the other two. Okay, I think I went a little bit longer than I intend to on that one, but let's move on. Another more subtle one is how the story of creation in Genesis in the Bible mirrors reproduction, where a woman is a type of the created universe, and the man is a type of God. God provides the first mode of action in "Let there be light," like a man provides his seed. In fact, the moment of fertilization mirrors the first moment of creation, even closer than just that, because there's an actual flash of light at the moment fertilization occurs, mirroring the moment of creation itself. All these signatures of God in creation help make us aware God created us and the rest of the universe. We do have to be mindful to remember this is a fallen world. So, the types are not perfect one-for-one reflections of their archetypes. That means we should be careful drawing our theological conclusions based on things we see in the physical world, just because that physical thing we see seems to be a type of a theological concept. Like I pointed out with the Trinity in man, we are just one person with three parts, while the Trinity is three persons in one God. If we were confused about some aspect of the Trinity, and the Trinity is one of the more confounding aspects of God, then we may draw an incorrect conclusion if we make assumptions based on what we know about the threefold nature of man. However, sometimes there are some other hints as well, in the Bible or in the physical world, that may help point us in the right direction. There are some such hints in my second example about the creation of the universe, but that is something I already covered in another video, which you can watch after this one. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and other topics ranging from theology to science, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon to get extra content and special perks. Link in the description. The more people support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.